Okay, everybody, how's it going? Friday afternoon, Southern Ontario palms and tropicals and tropical fish. And I am super excited. This package just got shipped to me overnight express, so less than 12 hours. And this is for my reef tank project, everybody. So as you can see, the reef tank has got all the live rock ready to go. I've got a little cave. Anyway, we'll do more on that later. This is what's exciting. In here, we have our first inhabitants of our new tank. And in 2 seconds, I will show you what we have. Okay, so I had to put the camera down to undo this box. So everybody, I'm really excited. First, we have some fish flakes, which we are gonna need. And here's what I cannot wait to show you. I have a Solaris clownfish, and it's a baby. It's a really young baby. It's also captive bred, which is very important. It is a fish that is not from the ocean. It is bred to be a pet. Can't see him in there. There he is. My daughter has already named him Dory. So that's awesome. We also have, so these were supposed to be labeled, but they're not. So I have 9, it's actually kind of neat. It's a special pack that this place Frag Box does. Oh, look it. There's my scarlet crab. I didn't think we were supposed to have one, but there he is. Cool, scarlet crab. So what I got is a lot of frag plugs. Okay, so, but there's 9 of them. There's supposed to be, there's my 2 dwarf hermit crabs. So they are supposed to be easy starter coral that is meant for a reef like mine that's got decent lighting, but not top-notch lighting. So there are a lot of them are zoanthids and stuff like that. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually outside cutting the grass and doing some yard work. So I am going to put these guys in the tank and let them acclimatize for probably over an hour before I do anything with them, okay? So we'll see you in the next segment. All right, so I got to go outside and finish cutting the grass. So it's going to take me another hour to do some yard work. So this tank is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. The salinity is 1.025 specific gravity. And I have all of my 9 coral frags, 3 hermit crabs, and 1 clownfish. And they are going to be acclimatizing in the 78-degree water for the next hour or 2 hours. No rush. They've come on a box on a truck overnight in the pitch dark, so they can survive another hour floating around inside this tank before I let them go into their new home, which is going to be great. So it's kind of neat. Frag Box shipped them in this beautiful styrofoam container with a styrofoam lid. They put this. These are the heat packs. You can still feel the heat on them. So when I took everything out, they were not too cold, which is good. So it's good to acclimatize these guys. And so I'm not sure exactly what the water temperature is inside, but we will acclimatize them for 1 to 2 hours before we start to put the corals in their spots and release our new fish and our crabs. Okay, so stick with me. And after I finish cutting the grass, I will show you what everything looks like in the tank. Okay, so we are now back again for the last time. And I have put my frags in the tank. So if some of you don't know, frag is just a fragment of a more mature coral that is used to it's kind of like cloning, but it's not cloning in the plant world. And they put them on these little plugs. And so you can put them on a rack, or you can cut them, or you can remove them, and you can let the corals, well, the corals will outgrow everything. So what I've been told and what I've researched is to give these corals a couple days before I start doing too much with them. So they're in the tank and I am not going to touch them. I just put a couple on the bottom just for fun. And I put these guys where they are just for now. So I'm not a pro at this yet when it comes to identifying, but I do know I have some species that I can recognize and I'm very happy about. So because this was a beginner pack from Frag Box. But very happy to have some pulsing xenia, hammer coral, I believe. I'm not going to do the Latin names because I don't know them yet. There's some polyps in there. This guy right here, I'm not sure what he is yet. But everything is, all these corals have been in the dark for 12 hours, shipped FedEx overnight, 12-hour shipping. So I'm not 100% sure what some of them are yet. I have to wait till they kind of poke out, and I can, which is kind of fun to figure out. But it's kind of cool. So there's 9 of them, 9 frags in here. And what I'm going to do in the next couple days this weekend is cut the bottoms of those plugs off and find these guys' potential forever home, or at least you know, a home for now until maybe I decide to move them. But I have to do some more research on the species to see what kind of needs they need. But I'm so stoked about this hammer coral. I know that my my clownfish, it's kind of funny, my daughter named this clownfish Dory, of all names. So he's just a little beauty, just a little baby, awesome fish. Can't wait to get more. But he's gonna love this hammer coral. Look at that, he's eating, that's some salami I put in the tank, by the way. My tank is still pretty new. I don't have much waste except for some algae on the live rock. So I put some heart salami in the tank for my hermit crabs to munch on. So a couple little pieces. And there's actually a big crab right there. I thought it was, I ordered a polka dot. It looks like a scarlet. And my daughter named him Shiny, like the crab song from the movie, Disney movie Moana. So I'll do another video in a couple days when all these corals decide to come out of their homes and kind of pop out. And I will cut the bottoms of the plugs off and mount them. Because what happens is the corals are going to grow. And these are all beginner corals, so they're going to do fine with the lighting I have, which is the Fluval Evo 13.5. So it does have 14K LED coral lights that for these species should do just fine. I should not have any issues. These corals will filter the tank and live off of the light. So I should not have to really supplement them too much aside from water changes. So we'll see how it goes, but that's a good, these 9 corals are a great start to this tank. And once they start filling out and growing, I'll document that as well. And then we'll see what I'm going to, if I'm going to add more or what I'm going to do. But I do know that there's going to be at least another fish or so in here. These are the little blue-legged hermit crabs. There's 1, there's 2, and then Shiny's right there. That's his shell. I might have to get him out of there. Maybe he's stuck. Looks like he's hiding. I'm not sure. But anyway, so this is the an awesome day. I got my clownfish, I got my hermit crabs, I got my coral frags, and now we have the beginning of a great reef tank project. So I will update you guys shortly, and have a good weekend. Bye.